Hey, champions! Got a special guest this time with me and Brian. It's MJ Halloran. Hope I didn't butcher your name.
Yeah.
Good enough. So we're going to do this with the three of us. We're going to predict the Money in the Bank matches, which is a pay-per-view with pretty hard to guess match.
Yeah, I mean, it's so unpredictable, this pay-per-view with, there's so many outside factors that could happen. Like last year with Carmella winning the Money in the Bank ladder match. I mean, James Ellsworth played a role in there. I mean, you had to know he was going to play a role in there, but there's so many outside factors that could just come into play, and you never know.
Yeah, it's like the mini Royal Rumble. It's who are they looking to make over the next few months? Typically a heel, but who does Vince want to get behind and kind of push to the moon? Because
in that case, it's Roman.
Well,
Vince just wants to.
But he's not in the match.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Listen, I personally, I like Roman. I just don't like the way they're over pushing him.
Yeah. They're just trying too hard.
Right.
All right, so first match, we're going to go with the SmackDown Tag Team title, which is the rest of the Balor Club and the new Smash Brothers.
Mario and Luigi?
Yeah.
They would really be the Super Smash
the
Brothers,
rubber mallets.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sorry. Like, on a side note, the time that I saw them drop them out on the floor, and it actually bounced off the ground, and they let it go on camera.
It's killing me because I ran a medieval business for 10 years. I was selling armors and weapons. I did fights with full sets of armor that killed my back. So I know how the weapons work, and it's killing me every time I see them because they're so fake. Like you can't swing. That thing should be like 15, 20 pounds. It's not going to move the way it moves. So,
well, it's like the same thing with Triple H and his sledgehammer.
Yeah. It's killing me every time I see those.
Oh, yeah.
So this match, I mean, I guess they're going to keep the belts.
Yeah, there's no way they're taking the belts away from them so quickly. I mean, they're so overpowering. It's ridiculous. Like, it's kind of like a modern day Andre and Haku.
Yeah.
Haku, whatever.
They're probably going to keep the belts, but I just don't like the gimmick.
It's going to be a squash match, though. It's going to be a complete squash match.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, at least they're bigger. Like, it's not like when we were fighting smaller guys.
It's not like the Usos. They are a little bigger than the Usos, but I don't know.
Anderson's
pretty small.
It's good that it's on the kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, I might not even be home yet to watch it, the kickoff, so.
Yeah, it's at 6 p.m.
It's at 6 and it's Father's Day.
Yeah, my kid goes to bed at 7, so.
Lucky you.
I'm going to start it from the start, but that might be one I watch fast forwarding.
Right.
All right, so second match. And this is not necessarily the order it's going to go because obviously we don't know what the actual order is going to be. So let's go with Sami Zayn and Lashley.
Who cares?
Yeah, I'm going with Lashley on that.
I mean, there's no way Sami Zayn would legitimately beat Lashley in a fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's just size-wise.
Size-wise, skill-wise.
Added to it that this is Lashley's first one-on-one feud since his return. There's no way they're going to bring him back and then bury him right away.
Yeah, and they got big plans for him as well. So I don't see Sami winning
with Brock at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's what the talk was pre-WrestleMania was that post-WrestleMania he was going to feud with Lashley before leaving the company.
Yeah.
All right.
So I definitely see Lashley going on this one. Another one.
No question. No.
Roman versus Jinder.
Again, who cares?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like the build of the feud. It's like they just needed to have a fight each, and they decided, let's put them together.
I mean, I could definitely see. Now, there's only one Singh brother now, right? They got rid of one of them.
The one is injured.
Yeah, Sumil is the one that's active. I forget the other one's name, but he's been injured. But he should be back anytime.
So
Yeah.
I could see either one or both of them having something to do with the outcome of this match, and I could see Jinder walking away with the win.
I think Roman is gonna get the win because
Oh, I think he
he's
wants to,
been
but
getting the losses on every pay-per-view.
he's
So
been losing to Brock.
he's
It's not like he's
yeah,
losing to no-name people. He's
yeah,
losing to
but
Brock.
Yeah.
he lost to Brock. But like, if they want to
But
push
did
the
he-
guy, he's gonna win some
Did he really lose
matches.
to Brock?
So I think they're gonna give him the win.
Yeah, I think.
I think so too. Just also because of the way that Roman is Vince's number one guy, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jinder walked away with the win.
If he does, it's some shitty interference thing.
No, yeah, I 100%. Like fully expect Roman to win, but I will not be shocked if Jinder walks away with the win.
Yeah, we got Extreme Rules next, so I could see it rolling over for another month. Jinder gets the shady win this time, and then Roman gets his win back next month going into SummerSlam. So I could see Jinder going over, but I'm not going to bet against Roman against Jinder.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Just not going to do it.
Especially since today was the first official day you can legally gamble in New Jersey on sports.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Next, Asuka versus Carmella. That
Asuka
one
versus
that one really.
there's no way in hell I see Carmella leaving this pay-per-view with that title. I think the full intention of moving Asuka to SmackDown in the first place was to give her the title, but they wanted Charlotte to be the one to break the streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's done.
The streak just became like kind of a problem. They had to have her lose, so there was jeopardy in her matches again. Like she could win or lose anytime.
Yeah.
Right. The same thing with
streak.
Right, like when CM Punk lost his first match, it was the same concept.
Yeah.
Like I think Asuka's gonna win it as well, but it's kind of gonna look bad for Carmella because she's not gonna have that belt very long.
We've seen shorter.
There's actually rumors that Ellsworth is coming back, although he's wrestling in Japan the same day. So
yeah, he was.
I don't see how that's happening.
He was released by the company.
Yeah, they said they didn't have anything more for him at the time. Here's the thing with this match. It all depends on where it is in the card. Like all the title matches all depend on where it is with the card. But this match, more than others, I feel like could get a same night cash in. If a SmackDown lady wins the briefcase, like Becky Lynch wins the briefcase, then I think she cashes in the same night and takes the title.
I mean, I could see something like that definitely happening. But I don't know. I just can't see them like putting Carmella over like that.
Yeah. Unless they really want to push her and establish her as someone we believe can win the fights.
Yeah.
I mean, I first of all, I hate the character.
Yeah.
She's not really from Staten Island, and being someone who's from New York, who went to school in Staten Island. I'm ashamed of them for the way they're portraying her as a Staten Island girl, because Staten Island girls act nothing like her. I dated a Staten Island girl before I met my wife.
I'm not a big fan of the character either.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it. I think she's good on the stick. I'm not wild about the character, but
although her entrance music is catchy.
Yeah.
Even though they spell it wrong, and that bothers me as a teacher.
All right. Nia Jax versus Ronda.
That's a tough one. I mean, this is Ronda's first big singles match.
But she's so green. Do you really want to put the belt on her already?
That's the other thing. And also, you just
I think
gave
it's
the belt
odd that they're going for a title match for her right now.
You just gave the belt to Nia.
It's a slap in the face to every female on the roster if they gave it to her right away.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking SummerSlam.
Yeah. Even SummerSlam is early.
Even SummerSlam is early, but SummerSlam is at least one of your four majors.
Yeah. So, I mean, and Nia Jax just got it. I think she's going to retain it, but I think there's going to be some kind of interference. Like
Or
she's
Nia
gonna
will get herself
she's gonna
disqualified.
get a full on
It's gonna
heel
be-
turn. There's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
some
Natalia.
screw job in there.
Her first real program is going to be with Natalia. Natalia's going to come in, try and help her, and end up costing her the match by a disqualification.
That makes
And then she and Natalia are going to go into a program because they're besties and they've been training together. So, and it's I don't trust these two to carry a decent match. Ronda's just too green, and Nia Jax can look good when she's in there with Alexa Bliss, but she can also look terrible when she's in there with someone not as experienced. So
Yeah.
I do think though my prediction is that Natalia will come in, interfere, and
I mean, also if you look at Nia, like the sheer size of Nia, she's twice the size of the normal woman wrestler. Like
Yeah.
muscular. I mean, like she shouldn't be losing matches
Yeah.
no.
at all. Not to Alexa, not to Becky Lynch, not to Sasha Banks, at all.
Yeah,
Well, and it's the same thing.
It's like a fight like Butterbean versus Elworth.
Yeah.
It's the
Well,
same.
it's why they never put the belt on Andre. It's because once it's on there, how the hell do you get it off?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
the only way you can get it off is in a multi-woman match, and this ain't it. So
Well, Ronda
And
would be
also-
the one. Ronda would be the one that could take her out because of the MMA background.
yeah. Here's the other thing though. Ronda already made her tap Monday night.
Yeah,
Which-
but was that a preview?
Yeah, it's typically whatever they do on the go home.
Yeah.
They do
no,
the
typically,
opposite on the
But
pay-per-view.
that's opposite of what you're gonna say.
Naya said she can't be submitted with the armbar, but she can't remember Asuka did it to her a couple months ago.
Yeah.
She tapped out to Asuka to the
And Asuka also
armbar.
has no business beating Nia. That's aside from the point.
Yeah.
All right. After that, Seth Rollins versus Elias.
Elias, he's getting
Yeah.
that push. He's getting that push.
I do think that he's going to be getting it as well. I would love Seth Rollins to keep it because he's doing a great
so would
job
'cause
with
I love
it.
Seth Rollins, but yeah.
But I think they're going to go and try to push Elias.
And even if Rollins takes it back at SummerSlam, it's Elias is gonna get the belt.
I want Rollins to lose so he can get into the world title picture when the world title comes back
Yeah.
into the fold. He's been having amazing matches for 2-3 months now, like week in, week out, just the best match on the card.
Doesn't have a bad match in him.
Right.
He has to stay off the DL. That's what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
He's got to stay healthy for
Yeah.
sure.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have Elias as well. I think it's a perfect belt for his gimmick. And I think Seth is going to move up the card. He's going to.
I hope so at least.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I think Elias would be great as a face as well.
I mean, he kind of is. He's
Yeah.
like one of those people who's stuck in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's a heel that everybody loves.
Everybody chants with him. Everybody sings along with him, and he still insults them and gets them to turn. But all it takes is saying, "Yeah, I used to say I hate this city, but I love this city," and all of a sudden he's getting huge baby face pops.
Yeah. All right. Big Cass versus Daniel Bryan.
I'm gonna go with who cares.
I think it's gonna be Big Cass because they want to push him, but I fucking hate the fact that it might be Big Cass.
Big Cass can't wrestle.
Yeah, it's
Nice guy, nicest guy in the world. He's a huge Yankee fan. That's cool by me. I met the guy at WrestleMania. Really nice guy.
Yeah.
Can't wrestle. And he's got no mic skills.
yeah.
He's gotten a little better. The problem is that he doesn't have good.
Enzo.
He's got like the
He doesn't have Enzo. That's the problem.
Well, that's another problem. But he's got like the fourth ranked fucking writers on SmackDown writing for him.
Right.
Like the top writers are all going towards AJ and Nakamura, and they're giving him some weak stuff to work with. I think he's better. He's still green, though. He's only been in the business 2-3 years.
Guys like The Rock, guys like John Cena, and even Enzo. They all improv. They didn't use the writer's work. They improv their promos.
Yeah, but they're not allowed to do that much these days.
I know.
Yeah,
everything's scripted.
I'm sorry. I still think John Cena, before the scripting, John Cena had the best promos.
Big Cass got in the doghouse because he went off script when he like destroyed the midget in Montreal.
Yeah,
he wasn't supposed to go that bad again on him, and he asked Vince if he could, and Vince said no, and he still went. So that got him in trouble. He needs new gear. I can't stand the trouser up to his navel.
Yeah,
they're way too high.
They should call him Cass Circle.
He should have pants.
Cass wins this. Cass gets his win back. He lost last time. He's not going to lose again.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, if he loses again, you might as well just ship him back to NXT. He's dead.
And Daniel Bryan's so happy to wrestle again. He's not the kind. He doesn't care whether you lose.
But they got to get Daniel Bryan into a title picture also.
I'm sure he has zero problem putting anyone over.
Oh yeah.
But they do have to at some point get Daniel Bryan into a title picture.
Yeah.
Oh, they will.
More than that, they got to give him the belt at some point.
Yeah.
Well,
but it's gonna be in your money season. It's gonna be towards WrestleMania before he gets back in the.
I would say I'd say maybe Bryan wins the Royal Rumble and goes on to WrestleMania, but that's far enough away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, AJ versus Nakamura
in a last man standing match.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times are we going to see the two of them go at it before they finally just end this feud already?
Yeah.
Let's be real. It's not a good feud.
I don't know. It started bad, but the match quality is built every time. Every time the match has gotten better.
But how many times do we want to see the same match? It's like seeing Cena versus Orton again.
Yeah. These guys are in a class way above what Cena and Orton ever did. But I get you. No, I want the feud to end the same way I want Ciampa and Gargano to end, because it's great, but I don't want them to kill it. So I think this needs to be it. I think Shinsuke has looked strong this entire month leading up to this pay-per-view. He has come out on top in all of their personal battles for the past month. It's his stipulation. That's why AJ goes over. Keeps the title, moves on to somebody else.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see them. I mean, is Nakamura ready to be the world champion? That's the other thing.
I don't think so.
I like him as a heel a lot, and I think he would be a good agitator for your baby faces, but I don't know who else you pair him up with. I think moving on. I mean, you go. AJ's moving on to Joe. I think AJ versus Joe for the next couple months, and that's your SummerSlam match. So I think AJ keeps the belt, moves on.
Well, Joe needs a push. Joe definitely needs a push. Oh, for
sure. Especially after losing to Roman in that BS, match. It was just terrible.
On that BS pay-per-view.
It'd be really nice if they gave Roman a push at some point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice.
He definitely needs one.
I mean, Roman needs some sort of push.
Right.
Out the door.
All right. The women's Money in the Bank match.
You already know my answer.
I know it's going to be a Raw. I'm sure it's someone from Raw.
You already know my answer. I'm going to give you the standard answer when it comes to a women's match.
Yeah, you always pick Sasha.
That's right. And I always will.
But
this time I think I may be right. I'm telling you, Sasha needs that push again. She's been winning. She's been winning the big match, but then losing the bigger match.
Like, if it's from Raw, I would go with Sasha. If it's SmackDown, I'd go with Becky. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be Raw, and it's going to be probably Sasha.
Yeah.
Who else from Raw is in the match?
Ember Moon, Alexa Bliss, Natalia, and Sasha.
Definitely not Natalia. It's
not going to be Natalia.
It's not going to be Ember Moon. too early, I think.
It's too early in her career to have that kind of. But then again, I thought the same thing about Carmella last year.
Yeah.
And Carmella held on to that briefcase for a long time.
You know what though? And no, it's not going to be Ember. It's a heel gimmick. Ember Moon is a baby. It's going on a heel, or it's going on someone that they can turn heel.
That's definitely Sasha.
Yeah, they're gonna go Sasha because they're gonna pit her against Bayley.
Sasha or Becky?
And now here's what I'm thinking. I think it's Natalya. I think Natalya wins, gets involved in the Ronda Rousey match versus Nia, takes the belt off, and that goes into a natural feud with Ronda. And Ronda ends up with the belt at the end of the feud.
They're not taking the belt away from Nia. Not this soon.
All right.
This is Vince McMahon that we're talking about here.
That's true. The same guy who took the belt away from Rey Mysterio in 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
The men's match, that we know for sure it's no one from Raw because they have no champion to cash in against.
Right.
So it's not like they're going to run in to pin Brock because Brock's the no-show in every show.
Seth Rollins. He ran into Brock's match and pinned Roman. Yeah. So it could be someone from Raw. I mean, I can't see it being Samoa Joe because he's headed for a feud with AJ.
Yeah. The guys from the New Day, I'm pretty sure is going to be Big E. That out of the tree that goes in, and there's actually rumors that they want to have Big E go do more singles match.
The guys said, but all the guys said, if someone from New Day is going to win it, they want it to be Kofi. If someone's going to be in it, they want it to be Kofi. And I'll tell you what, it's hard to predict without knowing which one of the New Day guys is in the match.
I mean, I don't see any of them winning the actual match.
I'm curious to see.
Kofi would have the biggest chance.
Yeah.
Like, just from his agility and his...
Like, they built it so much that nobody stands a chance against Braun that it's not going to be Braun. Even though, size-wise...
Braun touched the briefcase. Braun touched the briefcase. He's dead.
Yeah, he's done.
Braun touched the briefcase. Miz touched the briefcase. Samoa Joe touched the briefcase. They're all done.
Well, the thing is, the Miz doesn't need the Money in the Bank to get the push. And didn't he already win it once?
Yeah, he's a past winner.
So,
but it would fit well as gimmick, though.
I honestly can't.
Like he could pull a Carmella and have it all year.
I love Miz because I hate him.
Yeah,
he's a great heel.
Same. I can't stand the guy because he's too good at it.
He's so good at what he does.
Right. I honestly think it's going to be Rusev. He started to climb the ladder. Everybody lost their crap, and then Miz came up behind him, gave him the skull-crushing finale. So we got that little tease. I think it's a good shot to push Rusev, kind of put him to the forefront, which I think Vince has wanted to do. He's still working heel, and it works with the heel gimmick, even though everybody's behind him. Yeah, everybody loves him.
And he's the only one that is doing...
now that I think about it, Rusev has to win. You guys realize it's on
Rusev Day.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And also, it's funny. That old team dynamic is weird because they're making him being kind of a heel on the edge of a face, but now he has Lana, who pretty much always acts as a face and lost her accent.
Yeah.
So it's
I didn't even notice.
Just switch him a face already because
I haven't watched SmackDown in like 3 weeks.
Pretty much in between.
In her promo Tuesday, she didn't even try.
No, there's no accent anymore.
Yeah.
She dropped the accent the moment she rejoined him.
Yeah.
She American accent now.
But I do like if it goes to SmackDown, I like Rusev. If it goes to Raw, I like Kevin Owens.
I could definitely see Kevin Owens having that, and
he would fit his gimmick well.
Yeah, he would be a great person to hold that briefcase.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be SmackDown, and Rusev is definitely the guy that would make the most sense out of those.
Again, like I said, it is on Rusev Day, and Rusev doesn't lose on Rusev Day, so
yeah.
At least he doesn't lose on any Rusev days, starting Tuesday.
Yeah. And it's another pay-per-view where you won't see the Raw belt.
Right.
This is my shocked face.
Yeah.
God,
All right.
Brock Lesnar needs to go away bad.
Well, you can't blame Brock.
Yeah.
Oh no! I mean, he's getting
paid $100,000 every time he shows up with his new contract.
Yeah.
So actually, it's $50,000 when he shows up, $100,000 if he wrestles.
Yeah.
If I got paid $50,000 just to show up to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then $100,000 for teaching my class.
Plus guaranteed money as well. That's just the extras when he actually does something.
Yeah. It's
and I'm sure he flies first class.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Maybe even on the private jet.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how much it cost them to get him to Saudi Arabia. Because that's not a Brock thing to do.
Yeah.
No.
So that had to
probably at least 5% of that $20 million contract they signed.
No, I would have said he got $500,000 flat.
You think half?
Half easily.
Yeah. It was 20 million? I thought I heard a hell of a lot more than that.
I mean, 5% would have been
20 million. I think it was 20 million per year for 10 years.
Yeah, because it was 200 million.
Running that show alone netted them $20 million.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And
like wrestlers are the most underpaid professional athletes.
Oh yeah.
For like 99% of them.
Yeah,
I mean, these guys put their bodies and their lives on the line every day. Meanwhile, a guy like
they don't.
Bryce Harper picks up a bat and swings it well. And he's looking to make $40 million a year.
And they don't have any off season.
I mean, they
goes
have 2 days
all
off.
year.
They get their 2 days off a week.
Yeah.
Well,
they're off Wednesdays and Thursdays generally.
That's not enough to get those bruises off.
No, they typically have 3 days off a week, but 2 of those 3 days are for travel. So they travel to wherever they're going, and then they travel home. But yeah, the 2 highest paid guys in the company right now are working 20 days a year. So
Cena and Brock.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
All right, well, that pretty much sums up our prediction for this pay-per-view. Obviously, guys, if you're not already subs on all 3 of our channels, make sure to do so. You're going to have the links right below the video. So make sure to subscribe to everyone, if not already done. So thank you, guys. That was fun.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys.
Peace out. See ya.